Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of CME Exclusive. I'm sure you must have looked up everything about the coronavirus by now. I'm also sure that you realize its global impact. Ever since its outbreak in December 2019, the virus has claimed more than 3,000 lives and infected more than 160,000 people globally. The need to disinfect and sanitize facilities like hotels is greater than ever. Today, we are in conversation with Mr. Khalid Zaki, the Area General Manager of Crowne Plaza Dubai, Crowne Plaza Abu Dhabi and Holiday Inn Abu Dhabi Downtown, and Mr. Galal Ghali, the General Manager of TCL GCC. From their experience, we aim to educate our viewers regarding the best practices, procedures and solutions they need to implement in their hotels. Welcome to CME Exclusive, Mr. Khalid and Mr. Galal.
Thank you.
My first question is for you, Mr. Khalid. How has coronavirus impacted the hospitality sector and what precautions is Crowne Plaza taking to prevent contamination?
As a hotel and part of the global travel industry and what's happening as a result of the impact of the coronavirus, so there was a lot of restrictions. There is a general slowdown in terms of travel. However, we're still receiving many travelers coming domestically within the UAE, some internationally. So there is some impact, yes, and a slowdown. And precaution, I think the first important rule and what we tell our team members that they need to start with self. So they need to protect themselves first to make sure they're absolutely safe and they're taking all the recommendations that is released by the authorities very seriously, and we are applying this absolutely with no fault. So we're making sure that we're strictly following the guidelines from the Department of Health or the tourism authorities or other government bodies. That is absolutely mandatory through such time to make sure that we keep everyone safe. So the first rule is to start with self. So we ensure that the heart of the house is well equipped with all the necessary and needed equipments and materials, from cleaning, from self-cleaning, from sanitization, hygiene practices. We increase the cleaning schedules, so we doubled the cleaning patterns. We're looking to make sure that absolutely there is no opportunities for any hygiene malfunction. And we're taking this at utmost seriousness, not only in the front of house, but where it is most important, the heart of house. So we have dispatched sanitization units, so sanitizers, dispensers that is placed across the hotel. So for team members to absolutely have access to all the time. And the cleaning schedule is, as I said, doubled. And it's reaching to the front of house. So when we're serving guests, we're absolutely making sure we're ready to meet the guests. And for the guests also, we make sure that the arrival stations, the high traffic areas, restaurants, entrances, the gym, the pool that we have taken some additional measures with sanitization and disinfection. And this is where we have fumigated all the hotel rooms with disinfectants. So it's kind of additional precautionary measure that we're making sure that we're absolutely trying our best to prevent this respiratory coronavirus from being there or spreading, and eliminating any virus or bacteria spread.
Are there any mechanisms in place to monitor the infected guests and employees?
In our Abu Dhabi hotels, the government had kindly dispatched thermographic scanners at the entrances of our hotels, and where it's absolutely controlled, we mandate that the guests and the colleagues and the visitors to the hotel have their hands sanitized before they actually walk into the hotel. And then this thermographic scanner is automatically detecting if there is any unusual temperature detection, and it's absolutely given us the alarm, but thanks God so far it's functioning pretty well and no cases. but it's such an assurance to make sure that you're protected. In the eyes today of our visitors, our colleagues also, so this is a further assurance to make sure we're absolutely taking the right measures at the right time, God forbid.
Does thermal scanning, does it disrupt guest experience in any way?
Not at all. Not at all. On the contrary, it actually complements it. So it actually adds up to the value. The guests feel more and more secure. And they feel assurances, if you like. And again, as I said, it's not only for guests, rather for colleagues also. So we started by talking about self-protection. So for one, safety is very important, either guests or colleagues or visitors.
So Mr. Galal, which solutions do you think are effective in disinfecting the varied surfaces inside a hotel, and how can they be implemented effectively?
Well, first, regarding the coronavirus, it's an airborne disease, so we have different area of sanitation that we need to focus on. It's not only about hands. Hands, it's very important to sanitize it frequently, yes, but very important also to focus on the surfaces and focus on the air. So there's three areas of sanitation and disinfection: hand, surface, and air, because it's an airborne disease. Now, for hand, yes, the alcohol sanitizer, which is recommended by the authorities, are very important. It's very important that we take care that we use a sanitizer which have 70% minimum content of alcohol to be effective. And it's important to use the sanitizer frequently, because the alcohol gives an effect for now, but doesn't have a long-lasting effect on the hand. So this is what I recommend to everyone, that when you use an alcohol sanitizer, don't think that you use it one time and this is enough for the whole day. You have to keep using it every time you touch any surface. You touch door, you touch telephone, you touch the bottom of elevator, whenever you touch any surface, sanitize your hand, because the danger part of coronavirus that it can survive on the surface up to 14 days, and this is what makes it different than other viruses. It's an envelope virus and live on the surface for 14 days and can resist to very high temperature up to 56 degrees for 30-minute contact time. So the good news, it's very easy to kill the virus by just, as I said, alcohol of 70% will kill it, but you need to do this frequently. This is for the hand sanitation. As for the surface, we need to use something to be effective as long-lasting. So there's other disinfection component. As for us, we have a product called C+20. This gives a long-lasting effect up to 7 days of sanitation on the surface. We recommend to use it on all the door handles, on all the tables, on all the surface that can be touched by the guests in the hotels or in the restaurant, and for sure in the hospitals. And then the third area of disinfection is to sanitize the air and the air conditioning system, and for this we use the fumigation machine. The benefit of using the fumigation machine that have a wide spread, so it covers every area. If you're applying a product by hand, we might miss some area to sanitize, but if you use the fumigation machine, it really covers everywhere in the room. I'd like to give this message for everyone in his place, that he have to take an action, he have to take something to give something to the society where we live, to the industry where he works, to not just to think about what I will earn, what I will take, but what I can give to protect the society and the industry where we work, because it will have an influence on us. If the hotels will not have guests, will not have, if the tourism in the country will be affected, we lose all our business. Yeah? So this is the message which we want to give today to everyone, that everybody have to contribute with something.
Definitely, that is a great thought. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It's time we dig into the actual cleaning and disinfection processes followed inside a hotel. For this, we have Ms. Christine, the Director of Housekeeping at Crowne Plaza Dubai, who is going to take us through this entire process. So Ms. Christine, welcome to CME Exclusive. Would you like to take us through the entire process of cleaning and disinfection that you follow in rooms, washrooms and public areas here?
Sure, I will. Let me walk you through the process. So once we get any room as a checkout room and the guest checks out of the room, what we do, the first thing is we fumigate the entire room. So let me show you the fumigation process. For the fumigation we use C+90, which is a sterilizer as well as disinfectant. This kills most of the viruses or microbes in the room. After we complete cleaning the room, we use this C+20 multi-sanitizer and antimicrobe on all the surfaces of the room as a precautionary measure nowadays during coronavirus to protect and keep our guests safe. This is used in the bathroom and all the surfaces of the room, especially the door handles, because this has a property of remaining on the surfaces for a long time. Now this spray is also used on all the surfaces of the public area, including the entrance of the hotel, the door handles, the elevator railings, reception areas, inside the elevators, and all the washrooms. Wherever we cannot use the liquid based sprays and sanitizers, we use alcohol wipes. Especially in the guest room, we use this for telephones, the remote controls and the electronic switches. For public area, we use this for the elevator indicators, elevator buttons inside, all the computers, micros, credit card machines, etc.
Surely a lot of effort and expertise goes into disinfecting a hotel. Hats off to the hotel staff, their service and solution providers who work tirelessly for our safety. Rest, you know the drill. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay updated with everything in the cleaning and hygiene industry. Until next time, thank you.